Good morning guys, thanks for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. If you're new here, my name's Leanne, I'm a vegan following the Slimming World plan, losing weight successfully, and for information I get 25 sins a day due to my size at the moment. This will decrease as I lose weight. Anyone else? Thank you very much for coming back. So today is Friday. I've actually taken the day off work. If you've been watching me all week, you know I've had a bit of a down week, shall we say. I've been a bit stressed, like quite a lot of anxiety, things like that. So I've taken the day off. So right now it's actually about 11 o'clock and, well, not quite, but nearly there. And I've just had a super relaxing morning, just chilling. I had a lovely long hot shower. I've washed my hair, which has made me feel a lot better, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm just feeling generally already a lot better than I have done the rest of the week. So that's really nice. So right now I'm gonna have some food and you're gonna think this is a little bit weird, but I'm having soup for breakfast. This is the last portion of my wedding soup with white bean balls that I made the other day. And that's a recipe from Thug Kitchen. Which is the first cookbook in the Thug Kitchen range. They've now been renamed to, I believe, Bad Manners. And yeah, that is 3.5 sins in total, which is for the bean balls, and it's because of a little bit of oil, a little bit of breadcrumbs, and a little bit of nooch in there. So I'm just gonna go have that now.
So if you watched Tuesday's video, you can see how I made this, but essentially the soup is pretty simple. Onion, celery, carrot, garlic, lots of cabbage, some little tiny pastas, did I say celery? Some stock, parsley, and a bit of lemon juice. And then the bean balls themselves, basically store them separately. They were crispy when they were first made, but you know, these things don't stay crispy in the fridge. So when I reheat this, I just heat this first and then I put these on top and just heat for another minute. And the idea is that they are little bursts of flavour and they just kind of break down in the soup. They are so good. I really recommend this recipe. But yeah, they've just got loads of herbs and spices and all kinds of good things in them, and they're just amazing. They taste so nice. So yeah, definitely recommend this from the Thug Kitchen book.
It's now just gone 1 o'clock and I'm going to start preparing lunch. I think it won't be ready for at least half an hour, which is perfect. So I'm actually being somewhat inventive because I have very little supplies left in the house. I am going to go shopping later, but I'm trying to use up or not use up, but I'm trying to utilise what I have. So I'm being a little inventive.
Let's play a game. This is everything that I'm going to use for lunch. I think that's everything. Maybe some fry light too. Tell me what you think I'm going to make. Pause the video here and comment if you know. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to make, which I've never made before, but I'm going to make aubergine pizzas. I know, how exciting does that sound? So I've got my giant aubergine here, which it's been in my fridge for like a week and it's very firm, so that's good. I've got this pastrami. So this is 1.5 sins. I think it's 1.5 sins for the whole pack, something like that. I'll double check. I'll use tomato puree and herbs to make the little sort of pizza saucy thing. Obviously, healthy extra A cheese on top. I'm going to make sweet potato wedges using Old Bay seasoning, which I love, and then a little side salad with leaves and cucumber. So there you go, that's pretty inventive, right? Someone asked me about Old Bay. It's just a really generic, like all-purpose seasoning. It's really nice. So yeah, thoroughly recommend it, but it's good. Okay, so here's step one. I'm making this up, by the way. It's not a recipe, so if you try it doesn't work, don't blame me. So here's my aubergine. I just cut it in half and then I just lopped off the bottom part. Yes, it's a little seedy. But yeah, I didn't cut much off at all. I literally just took a sliver just so that it could stand up, and then I've just put a good old squeeze of tomato puree on each one and then spread it out as best I could. Wasn't as easy as you might think. And then I just sprinkled a little bit of herbs on there. Okay, minus the few small mouthfuls I had of the pastrami stuff. The rest is spread out on the aubergine, and then I've topped with a total of 40 grams of cocoa cheese, which if you grate on the teeny weeny side of the grater goes a very long way, and therefore that means it's only one healthy extra A. It did occur to me that maybe the meaty thing should have gone on top of the cheese, but whatever, doesn't matter. So I'm going to quickly make some sweet potato wedgie things to go with it. Okay, I've used 2 smallish sweet potatoes, and I'm just going to spray them with some fry light, spray a bit on top of them as well, because, you know, stop it burning hopefully. And yeah, I always say this, but I always wipe around the edge of the tray because the fry light can build up over time. Like, you know, even though you obviously wash it after every use and that, it still makes it go a bit funny. So yeah, I always just wipe around the edge and then it's good to go. So I'm going to stick this in the oven now on 200 for probably 25-ish minutes. Okay, I've got my salad made. I used the whole bag of leaves. I love my leaves. I've got this much cucumber left, which means I used somewhere between 1/3 and 1/2 of a cucumber, but it's kind of hidden. I totally forgot I had tomatoes on the side. I didn't show you those. So I have some lovely ripe tomatoes, and I've also used about 1/4 of a red onion, and I also, for healthy fat and also flavour, I've added some Kalamata olives, just in brine. These are just the Tesco's own ones, and you can have 8 for 1.5 sins. If you use marinated olives, they are 2.5 sins for 8, so just watch that, depending on which olives you get. So I just get the ones in brine. Kalamata olives are really, really nice, so that's cool. So yes, 8 of them, so that's 1.5 sins, and the meaty stuff is 1.5. I'll double check that.
I just thought, since I've referenced my fridge being bare quite a lot in the last couple of videos, I'd show you guys what I mean. Yeah, this is now it. So I've literally got a couple of sweet potatoes, some cucumber, some smoked tofu, and a yogurt, which is still good for a few days, and some leaves, some mint and rosemary, lime and lemon, and ginger. And oh, ignore those are my mum's for when she comes over. I've got some applewood cheese and some cocoa cheese and 1 vegan butter, and that's literally it. So yeah, I do need to go shopping. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to this. So yeah, we have aubergine pizza, loads of salad, so like that's all speed basically, and then some sweet potato. So like I said before, I've confirmed it now, it is 1.5 for the pastrami stuff, and obviously it was 1.5 for the olive. So this is just 3 sins, and obviously tons of speed, well meeting the Slimming World requirements there. So there we go. I am looking forward to this. Yum. I've got to say that aubergine pizza was so good. It was in the oven for about half an hour in the end. Yeah, I'll definitely try that again. So I'm just having a little sweet treat because, you know, I like a sweet treat. So I'm having 2 Whittaker's coffee creams, 2 sins each, that's 4 sins. I'm also going to have a little mini bag of Skittles. It's been years since I've eaten Skittles. They're accidentally vegan, and it's 3.5 sins for this whole little bag. So I'm going to eat these. Hey guys, so those of you who watch me regularly know that I run out of energy sometimes, and right now is one of those times. Basically, I've been down this afternoon to my mind, what's going on? Tesco. I had a prescription to get, so I went down to Bradley Stoke, which is the next town down. It's where I work, and obviously I'm not down there, so my prescriptions get sent there, but whatever. Anyway, so I had a prescription to get, and I was like, brilliant, because that gives me my perfect excuse to go to the big Tesco and top up my almond barista milk, because that is literally the only shop I can find it in. So I thought perfect, and then it just coincided that Mum was about, so I said, did she want to come? And she did, you know, an adventure. So we went down and got a prescription. I went in Holland and Barrett, got something exciting in there, which I'll show you in a bit. Went in Tesco, got my milk. I got 16 litres because they are down from £2 to £1.50. So it is absolutely worth doing, because that just saved me £8. And that's, you know, I buy them and I use them all the time anyway. So obviously I'm going to stock up when they're cheap. So yes, got that. And then I also got some other stuff. And again, I'll show you in a bit. And then on my way home, after I dropped Mum home, coming back to mine, I go by Sainsbury's because at that point I hadn't bought any veg or anything. And so I stopped into Sainsbury's and got some veg and a couple of other bits. Again, you'll see in a moment. So, yeah, I've done my shopping, but I'm absolutely shattered in a minute. So I'm just having a little sit down. I might even make a coffee. It's actually like 6:30, I think. But I think I'm going to have a coffee. I don't know what, I haven't even had one today. Although, mind you, it's probably a bit late in the day to be having one. No, I'm going to have one. I'm just going to have one. I fancy one. I can have one. Yeah, and then I've got to work out what I'm doing for tea. I think I know, but I'll double confirm in a moment. Okay, there's a tiny chance that I fell asleep and my phone died. My bad. So it's now 7:55, and I'm making tea. I'm halfway through because I was charging my phone and I couldn't wait because I'm really hungry. Utilising some of the stuff, excuse me, that I bought because as you know, I didn't really have much veg in. So in here we've got garlic, the rest of the red onion from lunch, nearly a whole punnet of mushrooms, 1 whole courgette, and that's just been cooking in very light. And half a pack of This Isn't Bacon. And then in here, I've whizzed up a block of silken tofu with salt, pepper, garlic and herb seasoning. I think that's it. Oh, and a tablespoon of nutritional yeast. So that's 1 sin. This Isn't Bacon is half a sin, so the whole pack. So I'll just call it half a sin for the half a pack, whatever. And I'm cooking up macaroni, so yeah, you can deduce where this is going. Bowl of comfort food or what? Oh, yum, I can't wait to eat this. I've got my other 40 grams of cocoa for my other Healthy Extra A choice, so I'm gonna have that on top. Oh my God, I'm salivating. Num, 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 num. It's grocery haul time. Some of this is already open because I used it for dinner, as you know. So let's just do veg. Basically, very simple, just stuff to tide me over. So a packet of courgettes, I got some mange too, 2 lots of these peppers, they were quite good today, 2 packets of mushrooms, obviously I've used most of 1 pack, packet of green beans, some pak choy, spring onions, chilies and coriander. And then I bought a bag of macaroni because I wanted macaroni. I also picked up some of these quick noodles. The only reason I got them is because they're the udon ones, and you can't seem to buy udon ones that you boil, not proper thick ones anyway, and I really like them. So these caught my eye, and they're actually only 1 sin for half the pack. So, I mean, I would never eat half a pack, I would always eat a whole pack. So for me, that's just 2 sins a pack, and I think that's really quite reasonable. So yeah, that's those. And then I got some herbs and spices. So a new one, garlic and herb seasoning. I mean, that's just going to go on everything. So I got 2 of them, 1 open, 1 to go in storage. I'm running out of my herbe de Provence because I use that in quite a lot of stuff. So I got another one. And I also picked up an Italian blend because it's slightly different to this one, which is obviously the French blend. So just to have, you know, slightly different flavours occasionally. And then the 2 more exciting things. One is, obviously I got a pack of This Isn't Bacon. I've used half of that for dinner. And the really exciting thing is this Sainsbury's cereal, mince pie wheats. And they are vegan. And they actually, you can have 45 grams of these for one of your Healthy Extra B choices. So I thought, well, that's quite fun. So yeah, I picked up those. I'm really looking forward to them. Next up, Tesco. And in Tesco, I got some bananas. Got 1 box of my Momo caramel drops that you all know I love. These are 2 sins each. And I also found, thanks to the Vegan Slimming World group on Facebook, Bourneville fingers. So glad these exist. Honestly, they've got like a hazelnutty taste. So in the car on the way back, Mum ate 2 and I ate 1. I was very impressed with my restraint. But we did put them in the boot. So we just took, you know, what we were going to have. Anyway, so yeah, 1.5 sins each and really, really nice. Definitely recommend, but you'll definitely need to portion them because they're so yummy. And just before we went in Tesco's,
stopped in Holland and Barrett because I wanted to get my advent calendar. I say me, I mean Mum wanted to get me my advent calendar because she gets me one every year because she's a good mama. So I had seen a little hint online that this calendar was available, only a £5, which, you know, vegan advent calendars can get pricey. So this is what I got, Mummy Meegs. Very, very happy with this. I haven't worked out how much the chocolates are going to be yet. And also, I can't really work out if it's all the same chocolate or if there's different ones in there. I think it's going to be different chocolates, but I'm not really sure. So we'll see. Or maybe they're all just pieces. I mean, they're all the same size things, so who knows? So I'll have to work out the sins on that. But normally advent calendar chocolates tend to work out about 1.5 sins or 2 sins each. So I cannot imagine these are going to be much different. Also found some new Mummy Meegs things, so I bought them obviously because I need to do my market research so you guys know if they're going to be any good or not. It's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. So I got one of these little Boo eggs, which I suspect were left over from Halloween, but they weren't reduced down, which was a bit annoying, but hey ho. Although now I look at it, it doesn't actually say Boo egg on it anywhere, it just said it on the label, so ha. So I got that one to try. I've got this caramel fondant-filled Jolly Snowman. How exciting does that sound? And this orange chocky bar. Mummy Meegs has been busy. I don't know the lady's name who runs it, but I know that she started out like making all the stuff in her kitchen at home. She was famous for doing vegan cream eggs. And last year, I think it was, maybe the end of the year before, she started off in Holland and Barrett, like obviously got a big supply deal and has basically been bringing out stuff ever since. So she does Rocky Road bars as well. Really, really nice stuff. It may have been Easter actually it came out, I can't remember, but anyway, so yeah, I'm going to work out the sins and all these and I'll let you guys know because of course I've got to have my treat tonight. These 3 have all gone through the sins estimator now. And as you can see, they're relatively high. So the egg has surprised me. I thought that would be more like maybe 7. I would have guessed the chocolate bar at 8 or 9. The caramel one I would have put higher than the orange one. So again, that's a bit surprising. Interesting. But anyway, that's fine. I'll save them for a day when I have a few more sins available at the end of the day because I don't have enough today to try one. And that's fine. Of course, I could always have half of one, but, you know, I don't really want to. I'm doing my inventive thing again. So for my kind of pudding, I haven't had a healthy extra B today, of course. So what I'm having is these mince pie wheats. And I'm kind of having them in place of a mince pie. That's where I'm going with this because I'm determined that we can somehow, you know, do this. So I'm thinking that I'm just going to add some squirty cream. I was considering heating them, but I'm going to try them just cold for now, so that they stay crunchy. And I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of this for half a sin. Beautiful. I'm going to lick the spoon, don't judge me. Cool, so this is my dessert, which I'm having with a cup of after dinner tea. Yeah. After dinner. Later on I will still have something chocolate. I will have, I think, 8 sins left after this, so I'm probably going to have some of the No-Mo drops. Sorry today's video has turned out a bit long, but hey ho, it happens sometimes. Hope you guys liked the grocery haul. I'm using my last 8 sins for 4 No-Mo caramel drops. Oh, they're so good. They taste like Cadbury's caramel. You need to try them. Try them. I'm having a cup of nighttime tea right now, and I'll be going to bed pretty much after this. So I'll wrap it up here, but thank you very much for watching as always. Hope you got some good tips or advice or just inspiration from seeing how I stuff my face all day. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, thank you for all my lovely messages. I am feeling much more myself today. Yeah, things built up a little bit this week, but today has been a nice reset, so it's all good. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Night. Bye.